Hi everyone, my name is Tenley. I'm a second year PPE student on the BA programme here at the University of York, and today I'll be showing you what a day in my life looks like. So before we head in, I thought I'd tell you a bit more about what a typical Wednesday looks like for me. So I have one lecture today for Critical Global Security Studies. It's one of my favourite modules that I've taken so far. But in addition to that, I've also been elected to be president of Vanbrugh College, and a lot of our meetings typically fall on a Wednesday because that's when other executive members on the committee are also free to meet. So I'll be taking you with me to those.
But before I head in, I do a bit of lecture prep. One of the main ways I manage to balance my workload is by doing exactly this. And I just have a look over the lecture slides and begin to make my notes so that by the time I'm actually in the lecture, I'm already familiar with some of the information that's going to come up, and I can take in any new information that isn't necessarily written down on the slides, and it has been incredibly useful in helping me in my lectures. Now I head onto campus. Sorry for the shaky shots. It was a wonderful day and the walk was absolutely great. And I arrive in the Warren just in time for brunch. The Warren is a college space and they sometimes do free food events, so I got to have a lovely brunch before heading off to my lecture and then heading back to the Warren for a college council meeting, which I couldn't film. So I hope you enjoy this wonderful shot of the Warren Gardens. And then I went to another meeting where we were discussing freshers group planning before heading off to my final meeting of the day, which is the chairs and presidents meeting. Wednesdays are an exceptionally busy day for me. Not every day is like this, but because I know that every Wednesday is going to be like this, I managed to build it into my routine so I don't get too overwhelmed. But I have absolutely loved all the different things that university has to offer, and I've just managed to find this one particular thing that I am willing to dedicate so much of my time to. So I've managed to arrive at York SU, and I have Chair's President's meeting, and then afterwards we somehow find time to have some ice cream.
I'm now back at the Vanbrugh Committee offices and my final meeting for the day is done. I thought I'd just share what I've found has really helped me in terms of balancing my academic work, but also doing all the extracurricular things that I really enjoy doing. And one of the things that I found best works is time blocking. So I already know on a Wednesday afternoon that I'm going to struggle to do all my reading and that it's just not feasible for me to do that. So I make sure that on a Monday and Tuesday I put in specific times to do specific readings, trips to the library, so that by Thursday and Friday I feel more prepared for the seminars and that I can go into them fully prepped, and I also have time to review any lecture notes or anything like that. Hey guys, so before I wrap up this vlog, I thought I'd talk to you a bit about something that I was really excited for when I came to university, and it's the actual content of your degree. So at the University of York, we have a semesterization system, and so that means we have 2 semesters in an academic year. And in an academic year, you get to do 3 modules worth. So this typically breaks down to be 1 philosophy, 1 politics, 1 economics, and then you may get free reign over the other ones. It depends on the module options that are available to you in a given year. And one of the best tips that I received when picking my module choices was to go with what I really enjoyed and what really interested me. And so that's exactly what I've done. So I'm taking modules that range from being called Critical Global Security Studies to doing microeconomics. And the broad range that was available to me was, I think, one of the best things about doing PP at the University of York, and I've just really thoroughly enjoyed all the modules that I've taken so far. It means you can tailor kind of assessment types to things that you might prefer, but also it means that if you don't particularly want to specialise in anything too early on, you can just enjoy and take as many modules of a wide variety as you want to.
And lastly, but definitely still very important, I cooked dinner. I think we often talk a lot about balancing academic commitments alongside having a social life, but something else that we definitely need to think about is balancing those daily tasks which may not be as exciting. So things like cooking, cleaning, and washing up can potentially stack up if you don't pay attention to them or make the time for them. But the best thing that I found helped me was simply making a routine. It might not start out as the most conventional thing ever, but it can really help in making time for the things that you want to spend time with and the things that you care about. So I hope this vlog has been helpful and that you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching.